Today on Hands on Wellness, I'm wearing something on my wrist that's not quite a smartwatch, but boy, is it so much more. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you. Hands on Wellness is brought to you from LastPass Studios. Using the same password everywhere is a security nightmare waiting to happen. LastPass easily creates unique passwords for every site. Visit lastpass.com/twit.
This is TWiT.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Pruitt, and this is Hands on Wellness. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. I appreciate you all joining me each and every week here at TWiT TV. That's every Friday, that is, to sit down and talk about the different tech and tips that are going to help you get a better grip on your personal wellness. Really does mean a lot when I get to sit down and chat with you folks each and every week. So thank you for all of the support. If this is your first time checking out the show, I appreciate you going ahead and hit that subscribe button in whatever podcast app you're catching this on right now. If it's YouTube, you can subscribe there and leave comments on the videos and all that good stuff. And if it's Spotify, subscribe there, Apple Podcasts, whatever podcast app that you are using. And if you can't quite find the best podcast subscription option for you, go to our website, twit.tv/how, because we have all of the shows there as well as the video versions of the show right there on the website. That's twit.tv/how. Again, that's twit.tv/HOW for Hands on Wellness. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into this week's show. I got another product review that I've been demoing for the last couple of weeks. I've had this for a little while because, quite frankly, to get the most out of these devices that I've tested for each episode, I need to spend some time with them. It's not something that you want to just do for a week and call it a day. You know, you really need to spend time with it. And this one, I definitely needed to spend some time. And I'm talking about this band that I have on my wrist right here. This is the Whoop band. This is another fitness tracker. Again, I've mentioned several different fitness tracker options over the last couple of weeks here on Hands on Wellness, ranging in a wide variety of pricing. And they have all had their pluses and minuses, or pros and cons, or however you want to look at it. But for the most part, they've been pretty good. But this one here, this is something serious, folks. This Whoop device is really, really nice. I had no idea what I was getting into when this was recommended to me from some folks over on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. They said, "Hey, have you heard of Whoop?" And I said, "What is that?" They said, "Well, it helps me track my sleep." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, I'll look into that." And holy moly, it is way more than just tracking your sleep. Okay, let me tell you about this product in particular. It's Whoop, WHOOP, whoop.com. They have a fitness tracker that is going to take a look at your body as far as how well you're going to be able to perform your physical fitness activities the next day and the current day, and just it gives you a really good checkup just to see how you're doing. It's going to track the activities that you're doing. It's going to track your resting. It's going to track your recovery. And it's looking at your heart rate. It's looking at your heart variability. It's looking at resting heart rate. I mean, it's a ton. It's a ton of data in here. It's so much data in this device. It's something that I wouldn't quite recommend it for just the average person, if you will, because there's so much data in this that it would be no use to those average people. This is something that I would highly recommend for someone that's really trying to train and step their game up and move up to the next level as far as their performance. I mean, this is how tight they are. This is how in-depth and thorough they are with their data. They have a partnership with the NFL Players Association. They are the official fitness tracker and recovery tracker for the NFL. Okay, you see where I'm going with this one here, but I've tried it out. I'm not an elite athlete like those folks are, but I do what I can. And if you look at the data on me, you can tell that I'm clearly not an elite athlete, but it's still quite nice to see everything that it offers me. You get this device for free, but what it is you're paying for a particular service. You're paying for all of that data and the analytics each month. They have 3 different packages. It starts out with a 6-month package for $30 a month. And then it goes, if you do a year subscription, it's $24 a month. And then 18 months, it's $18 a month. And you pay a couple $100 up front, but then it's spread out the rest of the term there. It's a really, really, really thorough device. Now, from the looks and feel of this device, it is not much to it. It's literally just a little band. There's no display on it. It has the sensors on the inside of it, just like any other smartwatch does, to track your heart rate and things like that. But if you're wanting to wear this just as a watch or something like that, it's not that. All they're worrying about is your data to help you get better and help you recover better and things like that. That is it. It even comes with an additional battery pack because it takes about 5 days worth of battery when you're using this. It doesn't last a couple of weeks or anything like that. It's really churning through the battery. But I like the fact that this battery can be just worn throughout the day, or, while you're needing to charge it. You don't necessarily have to take it off to charge it. You can just pop this on, and it's charging right now as we speak. And it's not in a way and not making a big fuss or anything like that. But the app that comes with this thing is available on Android and iOS, and also available on your computer, just in case you really want to nerd out and see your data on a much larger screen. I'm going to show you this app here on my phone here. Let me see if I can unlock my phone and show it to you. So here is some of the analysis that is offered by the Whoop. And this is just my sleep analysis. Each and every night I wear this device and it tracks my sleep. It's going to track my heart rate and track how much time I'm in the bed and things like that, and how long I actually sleep. Because this right here says I was in the bed for 5 hours and 12 minutes, but I only slept for 5 hours and 4 minutes, which sounds about right for me. I am a terrible sleeper. We've already discussed this before on the show, but look at the data that's offered here. Lots and lots of good information. I may not sleep very well, but at least I'm efficient, 97%. And it's getting better. So I guess that's the silver lining, if you will, with regards to my sleep. But in addition to giving you all of those different stats at the top, it gives you a nice little breakdown of all of your sleep cycles throughout the night. And again, you really want to make sure you have a good balance of going through all of the cycles of sleep. And I clearly do not. I have this long piece of the pie here for my light sleep levels. I don't hardly have any REM sleep, which probably explains why I never, ever remember my dreams. And my deep sleep is usually pretty big, too. So I guess that explains why I am, quote unquote, efficient with my sleeping. But there's even more here. If you look at it, this is an overview of today. Now, today I haven't done much activity other than just my regular walking, but it will put some different stats down here at the bottom of the screen, notating all of the different activities that you have done. But the key is this chart right here at the top. Notice the color code in here. You have what they call recovery, and you have what they call strain. Strain is pretty fascinating. Strain is basically their way of looking at just how well you're doing with putting your body through physical exertion, whether it's running, whether it's walking, weightlifting. There's a bunch of different types of strain that you can do, and they give you a nice little notation of all of the types of strain inside of the app when you go to do your workout or what have you. So right here, this shows that I've only done a minimal amount of strain because I've just walked this morning. I haven't done much of anything else. But again, you take a look at the color in here. It's blue for the strain and yellow for the recovery. This yellow designates, you didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So you may not feel your best when it's time to go and do some physical fitness and physical exertion. So just be mindful of that. And, so you might have to slow your roll a little bit, but that's for today. Let's take a look at another day. Let's go back to Tuesday. This is when I did a high intensity workout. I didn't do any walking, but I did a high intensity workout. So I was able to burn quite a bit of calories this day just for that 20-minute session. But notice the green color at the top versus the other one was a yellow, because it says, you know what, you got a decent night's sleep, so you're going to be more prepared for it. But if you go back, there's some days where I was really bad about my recovery and sleep, such as this day right here. Last Wednesday was a pretty tough day for me sleeping, apparently. Really, really bad. It's so bad that it's in the red. I got about a little over almost 5 hours of sleep that night. I did my walking, still did my workouts, a high intensity workout, and I got a good burn in there. And then if you click at the top, you can see your strain. It lets you know just how much of a strain you put on your body based on what the particular activities are. And it breaks down even more stats, heart rate, calories. It is just, it's so beautiful. I love it. It gives me everything that I need to see. But if you don't want to look at it on your phone, you can still pull this up on the web. So let me jump over to the web here and show it to you. See, this is, again, a mirror of what I just showed you as far as my stats for today at the time of this recording. And again, it's just a beautiful breakdown. But if I want to look at it from a historical standpoint, I can go back and look at an analysis for the previous month. And it gives you a beautiful chart to let you know, okay, look, this is where you've been fairly consistent with your working out, but you really want to try to have these dots for green, because that shows that you're able to perform properly because you've been fairly rested and you're still able to get it done and get in there and kick some butt with your physical activities. You can do it on a weekly basis. You can do it on a monthly basis. I don't think I've got the analysis for the monthly basis just yet. Nope, not yet, but it's close. It's coming. I've had it for a couple weeks. But then you can break down the different categories here at the top, recovery, and these keys right here, this HRV, heart rate variability. What that stands for is the amount of time between each heartbeat. And that's something that's going to vary from person to person. It's going to vary from a couple different factors, actually. It's going to vary based on your age. It's going to vary based on just your body composition and somewhat how fit you are. They have a great breakdown of it on the website that gives you what the average HRV should be for someone based on their age. And this is something, again, it's an average. You don't necessarily want to just say this is the gospel, but it's something that you can try to, just have a benchmark for yourself, just in case you find yourself getting way out of range and you may want to see a medical professional about your HRV. HRV is just as important as your resting heart rate. You have a resting heart rate that's typically lower when you're in much better cardiovascular condition. You don't necessarily want your heart at a resting state of 90 beats per second, 90 beats per minute. You really don't want it that high. You want it to be a little bit lower because you're a lot healthier at that time. Again, this is a beautiful piece of technology. Their website offers a ton of different information regarding sleep cycles, regarding HRV, regarding heart rate. It's just so well done. I'm so glad this was mentioned to me, even though it was only mentioned to me as a sleep device. It's way more than that. Again, that is whoop.com, an outstanding fitness tracker. It's not a smartwatch. It is a fitness tracker. You can wear it all day long so you can track your steps. Or if you just want to wear it when it's time to do an intense workout that you would regularly schedule to do, you can put it on then. That's ideally what most of the elite athletes are doing. But I wear it all day long because I want to keep up with my steps as well as with my workout. You can get it on their website, again, for a subscription model, starting out at $30 a month, depending on the actual plan that you get. And that's whoop.com. We'll put a link in the show notes to show you how you can get your hands on one if you're interested. All right. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for this week. I hope you all are doing well. I'm still trying to fight off a little bit of the Northern California dry heat here. Woo, it's still hot here. And I'm so glad our firefighters are keeping us safe and fighting off those wildfires. It's been an interesting summer, I tell you. Very, very interesting. Thank you again for all of your support of Hands on Wellness. Make sure you give me a follow over on Twitter. I am ant_Pruitt there. And just be sure to shoot me an email if you have some questions or a product suggestion that you'd like me to look into. The email is how@twit.tv. Send it on over. I'll read it up and I'll reply back to you. And I'll gladly give you a virtual high five if you got some information to share with me about your own personal wellness and progress that you're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep giving each other a good high five and thumbs up so we can keep pushing ourselves through these interesting times of COVID-19 and just trying to keep ourselves upbeat, happy, and healthy. All right. Check us out each and every Friday here on the network. Subscribe right now if you haven't. And that way you get the show in your podcatcher of choice automatically. Okay, folks, until then, I'm Ant Pruitt. This is Hands on Wellness, and I'll catch you next time. So now, be well and do well. And I still look for justice for Breonna Taylor. Take care.
Hey, I'm Jason Howell, host of Hands on Android. Every week, I take a look at the Android operating system and the phone that you have in your hands to tell you how to use it better. Is it tips? Is it tricks? Is it little known secrets, experiments, even emails from fans of the show? You name it, we talk about it on Hands on Android. You can subscribe by going to twit.tv/HOA and make sure that you do that so you don't miss a single episode. We'll see you there.